Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new series called Becoming Me. In this series, we are going to invite the Gen Zs to join us for taking us through their journey, identity, ambition, and reality. Today, in the studio, we are joined by Maya Jandu. Gen Z, she's also a social media influencer. Welcome to the show, Maya.
Thank you, Ranjith, for having me.
Right, Maya, tell us about yourself.
Okay, so I'm 16 and I'm doing my hires in school right now. Very
Uh-huh.
important exams. But on the side of that, I'm looking to start YouTube and just make my own videos. Just, try to get out there a little bit more.
What type of videos are you interested in making?
I'm interested in making entertainment videos.
Mm-hmm.
Less on the educational side, more for people's entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't really mind like a bit of both.
Mm-hmm.
I just find it really entertaining and fun for me to make videos for the good of people and for people to enjoy.
Great. Maya, you were saying that you were on S5. Apart from education, what other things you have extracurriculum activities?
So I do hockey on the side.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of my school though.
Okay.
I also go to an acting class.
Okay.
That was just to boost confidence.
Right.
And other than that, I just try and do my own like creative projects on the side.
What type of creative projects?
So I tried writing a children's book recently.
Wow.
It's not going very well, but I've designed the characters
Good.
completely by myself. And once my hires are done, I'm going to focus on that and try and make that published.
Excellent. Excellent. Are you inspired by someone? Is there any inspiration that?
Julia Donaldson, I think.
Good.
She's her books are amazing and you can just remember them, very nostalgic.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of the vibe I want to do.
Good. Good. Apart from these two things, you join with your family. You're third generation in this country or fourth generation?
Third generation.
Third generation. Okay. So you come from a South Asian family, it's a Punjabi
Yeah, Punjabi.
community. Yes. There is more celebrations in
Yeah.
Punjabi community. How do you see yourself taking part in those celebrations?
When I was younger, I think I thought I was a bit little, but it wasn't my thing. As
Uh-huh.
I've gotten older and gotten closer to my cousins, we're all for it. We're like, this is awesome. It's very cool. The
Uh-huh.
dances, personally cannot dance, but I find it very impressive even.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I think it's very different from Scottish culture.
Mm-hmm.
Completely different experience, and it's honestly good to be part of
Mm-hmm.
getting the opportunity.
So do you consider yourself more Scottish or South Asian Scottish, or when you grow up, is that changing your mentality of or even your identity? How do you see that?
I think I see myself quite Scottish, but as I got older, I'd like to be more involved in South Asian culture.
Mm-hmm.
It's just definitely my personality, my like how I act is definitely more to the Scottish side.
Mm-hmm.
But I find as I got older, I've really got more interested in even like celebrations, why the celebrations happen,
Mm-hmm.
why are we always like partying and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think just with age.
Yeah. Academic expectations. I know South Asian community is very much like into academia,
Yeah.
right? So obviously, by this time, if I ask you this question, you should probably will have an answer. Like, is your family looking to make you a doctor or an engineer? You will be coming with one answer. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The doctor.
A doctor.
Yeah.
Yes. And now, coming to that expectation, how much that force on you to achieve more, or is that put a lot of pressure on you, or?
I think it is a bit more pressure
Mm,
because I'm constantly like, oh, am I at the A level yet?
yeah.
I think it's a bit difficult. But I do
Mhm.
think my school quite helps us deal with that.
Right.
Aim high. Like that's what we want to do.
How do you overcome that? How do you like set up these things?
I think I'm struggling to overcome that right now.
Is it?
Yeah, it's quite challenging.
Mm-hmm.
To try and get all these, like you definitely need them to get to medicine. There's not really any other route.
Uh-huh.
Overcoming it is more just putting in practice earlier.
Yeah.
And even 20 minutes a day is even fine.
Mm-hmm.
Or finding new ways to study.
Mm.
I make comic books for chemistry to study.
That's
only
a good way to see
I
that.
know.
Yeah.
Bit unique, but it helps me. So.
Yeah. Okay. So can I ask you another one? Like, so one thing which I'm always wondered is your dreams
Mhm.
versus your parents' dreams.
Mhm.
Okay. How much are they aligned, or is that completely on two different levels?
I think in the sense of medicine, like that was something I was definitely into, but I don't think parent-wise they are too keen on like social media or stuff like
Hmm.
that. I don't think they wouldn't approve of it, but maybe less of a career, more of a side hustle,
Right.
is how they view it.
Is that something which you find it difficult to accept, or you happily accept it? It's like, oh, you know what? This is a generation. They
I've just,
probably.
yeah, I sort of just went, oh well, that's how it is. But
Uh-huh.
I definitely personally think that social media could be its one job, like
Yeah.
absolutely. Anything
Hmm.
if you're interested in it, it's fine.
Yeah. So, see, I belong to a generation where things were starting up, like technology
Hmm.
in the 80s and 90s. I call it enablers, right? Things which we have made, like washing machines to dishwashers to refrigerators, then the internets, mobile phones, and all those things. But you come into a generation where it's already there.
Yeah.
How do you see that these technologies involved? Is that creating distractions for you, or do you see that as a support mechanisms?
Well, I think in the sense of like genuinely beneficial stuff, washing machines, as you said,
Yeah,
that's all fine. That's not a distraction. I don't
yeah,
really play with the washing machine. But as for phones and that kind of technology, that is definitely a distraction.
right,
And I think it's hard to put your phone down sometimes.
right. How do you overcome that? If it is hard to put, how do you keep that away from you? You just lock it in a locker or something.
Yeah.
Is
I
it?
actually just put it away. I can't, if it's there, I'll just go on it. I have to
Right,
just get rid of it completely.
right.
Out of sight, out of mind.
So that means there is a lot of information being given to you. Is it supports you as well in
Yeah,
education
definitely.
in some aspect. I mean, because when I was studying, there was no internet. Obviously, we need to rely on the physical, tangible material called books. You spend your time in libraries
Yeah.
for finding information, journals. But now there is e-journals and different things. So it is also supports you,
Oh, yeah.
like for education. You can learn from different angles.
Yeah, and you can find it very fast and
Hmm.
look into it yourself very quickly.
Hmm.
But you also have to be careful because anyone can put anything on the internet, and you need to
Hmm.
know what's true and what's not
Hmm.
in some ways.
Does the school system support you in that by trying to give you the right sources where you can find?
Yeah, definitely. I think even on like the course specs and from like what the hires are expecting, they tell you the resources to use. Like absolutely everything is there. What to use, what not to use.
Hmm.
What's made by the education system, what's made by people on the internet. So I
Hmm.
think that's fine. But you can still get a bit muddled up if you're not looking into yourself.
Right, right. Now, coming to another point of this social media and information overloaded,
Mhm.
right? There's a lot of things happening around you at the moment,
Yes.
right? So the world has changed.
Yeah.
I think probably when you were in school, you have to go through the disruption of COVID pandemic.
Oh yeah.
Pandemic, you have to go through that. Then you came out of it. Then there was a war,
Yeah.
and even now there is war going on. How do you see that as a from your lens, from your perspective? Do you see that the world is changed,
I think there's
or
always been a sense of wars, and I feel like maybe now with technology it's coming out, like the truth, a lot of stuff is coming out now.
Mhm.
Obviously not before wars, I would rather not.
Yeah,
Like the pandemic, that was very difficult. But I don't really see it as changing more as there's always been wars. Just definitely, it's going to be a different kind of war with the
Mhm.
technology we have now.
Mhm. Mhm. Right. So during the pandemic, you had like how many years? 3, 4 years of
Free,
online studies, yeah, virtual studies.
yeah.
How difficult was that?
Honestly, I don't think I learned a single thing during virtual study. I couldn't
Right.
do it. You were just watching somebody, and even then, they couldn't show you the whiteboard. They couldn't show you everything at once.
Mm-hmm.
It was very difficult, and it was very easy to get distracted.
Mm-hmm.
So virtual study was definitely not the best. Being in school is far better.
Yeah. So then you were in, like you were in schools, then you went on to virtual study,
Yes.
then you back in school. How was that feeling like when you went back?
Well, I actually started virtual study when I was in P6, so meaning the transition from high school was virtual.
Oh, right.
So that was not helpful at all. It was
Right.
going into high school straight away without
Mhm.
ever being in the school,
Mhm.
just seeing it virtually. I
Mm-hmm.
think that was a very hard transition.
Mm-hmm.
Being back in school now, I think since it's been a few years since then, it's completely fine now. But starting off then, it was weird.
Mm-hmm.
And all the systems, the masks, the one ways, it was very, very difficult.
Mm-hmm. So entire thing was changed.
Yeah.
This. Now, what do you? So coming to another point of it is you were looking at education from one perspective, like so for everyone, education is one thing. Like for career oriented one,
Yes.
right? When there is a disruption happens to it, do you think that that makes any changes to your career path?
I think things that directly affect education, such as the pandemic, definitely do.
Mm-hmm.
The rates of results were really not great. The boundaries were really low. For an A, it was 60% instead of like 75 because of COVID. So I think it definitely does. It just affected everyone's grades overall and what they got into, what they didn't. It wasn't even their fault. It was an external factor.
Right.
Yeah.
Good. And coming to your identity, let's go back to that. Right. Coming from a Punjabi family and been in Glasgow, right?
Yeah.
So your whole family is in Glasgow.
Yeah.
How do you see that? Like having everyone around you, and there is a big support mechanisms around you, and you get so much of outings comparing to your peers or
Yeah.
probably Scottish students. You have a big family,
A big family, yeah.
a big family, and probably every week there is a birthday,
Yeah.
something like. How many weddings you have in a year?
A lot more than a normal person, yeah.
And I think Punjabi weddings are like about 4 days or
Yeah.
5 days bonanzas, extravaganzas going on in there, right?
Yeah.
So, how do you see that one? You know, you enjoy that?
I do, yeah. It's definitely a community as well. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't imagine not having a big family.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you even turn to or who would you speak to?
Mm-hmm.
I had my cousins, my aunties, my uncles, everyone. Like, if I needed them, I think it'd be very difficult not to have a big family.
Right.
Yeah.
It is. It. Do you see that as a blessing?
Yes. Well, sometimes I feel like it's hard to have personal things
Yeah.
sometimes. But I think other than that, it's overall more of a benefit than a curse.
So I always notice that as well. Like with say your Scottish peers,
Yeah.
they don't need to go through that extra pressure of the family.
Yeah.
Comparing to no, maybe I'm not generalizing it, like there are a percentage of them at least don't need to go through that. How do you see that they don't need to worry about such things, and then you have that?
I mean, I feel like obviously the pressure maybe not the best, but it's still a support system.
Mm-hmm.
Like your family still loves you, or at least personally, my family will still love me, even if I didn't do that well. They'd still be there.
Yeah.
Obviously, it is the pressure. Oh, how did they do? Did Maya do well in her exams? All of that. But aside from that, they are still there for you when you need them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think that's much better than having a smaller family, especially if they weren't like pushing or they were expecting more from you and you didn't meet that. That's you don't have many other people to turn to
Mm-hmm.
if you disappointed them. I have my cousins; they won't mind if I don't do well.
Right. So there is a saying in this most South Asians: if your families have doctors, then you are bound to become a doctor. If your family is on a corner shops, then it's all about corner shops or dentistry. So, is there something like that history going into your family, or
I think nope, not at all. Actually,
no?
I don't have any doctors in my family really.
Right.
I think everyone's got a completely different career,
Uh-huh.
so that's quite interesting to me. Yeah, my brother's down in economics, and then everyone else is just doing whatever makes them go by.
Right.
But there's definitely no like, oh, you have to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Do this, but there's other paths as well. So, yeah.
Have you ever been to India?
I've been once,
Once?
yeah, in 2015.
Right.
Um,
Oh, that was about 11 years.
it's 11 years
You,
ago. I was
you,
six.
you were six. So there's
Yeah.
no point in asking you what do you remember.
Yeah.
But do you have some distinct memory of?
I remember not being the biggest fan.
Why?
Well, food was really spicy. And actually, I like the orange juice and I like the mango lassi.
Yeah.
That was all nice. The fruit was nice.
Yeah.
But I also I didn't speak Punjabi. I just didn't know. And it was people constantly coming up to me being like, oh, you're this person's granddaughter. You're this person's daughter. I'm like, I don't know who you are.
Yeah, they know you.
Yeah,
but
they don't.
you-
Yeah,
It's a challenge itself, right?
yeah,
Being in India, it's a big challenge, especially the Punjab, right?
yeah.
So it would be like everyone knows you, but,
I have no clue
but
who
you
anyone
don't
is.
have a clue who
Yeah.
they are. You're looking at them and thinking,
Look
"Oh
at
my
them.
God,
Yeah.
how am I going to react?" So how do you react at that time? I mean, like you
Oh,
you
nice
just
to
kid
see
on
you
that
too.
I know you.
Yeah. Oh, nice to see you too. Yeah, been a while. And they haven't ever met you, and you're like, I've never met you. I'm like, oh,
Okay, so you can be brutally honest there.
no.
To know who you are.
Don't know how that would go.
That's true. Okay, so were you happy to see that family there?
Yes, I think.
Yeah,
Although I don't really remember them.
more extended family.
Yeah, more extended.
Do you want to go on a solo trip to India at some point?
I think I would go back because
Mhm.
I was really young then,
Yeah.
and I would like to see them and maybe actually know who they are
Haha.
and see the culture because there was a lot more going on. I think
Mhm.
I wasn't used to that because Scotland was just Scotland. I mean, there was no
I like that word statement. Scotland just.
like, it's the same people, it's the same kind of thing. It's very calm. And in
Yeah.
India, there was people running about, and there was so much going on, and I was like, I don't know what to do.
All right.
And I kept getting scammed because people, I didn't know how to I didn't know how to
Yeah.
do anything.
Yeah.
So-
How do you see India from here?
Here,
When what is your thought on India?
I think it's quite a big place, to be honest. I think there's
Yeah.
different sides to it, and
Mm-hmm.
that's why I want to explore. I want to explore more than Punjab as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you go to the north, to the
But-
west,
yeah,
to the
exactly,
east, and
yeah.
it's
There's
a lot.
hundreds of different things, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of different religions, lots of different cultures, lots of different people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it'd be amazing to just see what it's actually like, and
Mhm.
not what internet kind of generalizes the same kind of thing
Yes.
as the markets and the scams and all that. There's definitely more to it. There's more to Scotland than Edinburgh. There has to be more.
That's true. I like that as well. Yes, it is. Whiskeys are there.
Yeah, there's whiskey too.
Our tourism is far better. Salmons are better, and not many people talk about it.
Yeah,
When they talk about Scotland, they always look at Scotch whiskies. There is nothing else they add to it. Good. So, coming from your social media background, so if you go to India now, you'll be taking a lot of vlogs. I take it.
yeah, I would be.
Yeah.
I'd be experiencing like personal, not like Ubers or anything. I'd actually go for the travel systems.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see what it'd be like to live in India
Mm-hmm.
as an actual person. 'Cause I want to see for myself. I don't tend to take into account anyone
Mhm.
else. I want to see
Mm-hmm.
the experience and meet. So that'd be
Excellent. Excellent. There's more to discuss on that,
great. Yeah.
probably on the next episode. Yeah. That brings to the end of this episode. Here we have looked into Maya Jandu's personal academic expectations, family. In the next episode, we will be going through social media and the reality of social media from Maya's perspective. Until next time, it's Ranjith Sankaranarayanan signing off. Take care.